hang in there.
Thank God he's gone.
Judges, I don't know if we've ever had anything quite like that. And
Hopefully we'll never have it again.
I think you said that very well.
I was hungry. I lost my appetite.
Okay. Well, if we could, we'd get my co-host out here, Christy, and I guess we'll go ahead and pretty much start wrapping things up for tonight's addition to this. And I know you're not a judge, but your thoughts?
No, I'm not. Well, I think the thoughts, the last contestant that we had of the night was very interesting. I don't know how he's going to fare in the judging process, but I don't think very well with the Italian, whatever he was doing there, Spanish, La Vida Loco, whatever that would be. So anyway, but we had a lot of different music. I think that was good. We had a little bit of country, a little bit of Broadway, a little Italian, Spanish. You know, you can sort of sum it all up. So I thought it was pretty good. What about you?
Yeah, we'll ask the judges their thoughts.
Well, these are all first-time judges, so maybe we could ask them how their experience was.
Yeah, Dave, we'll start with you again, and we'll go right now. Overall, all the singers tonight, with the exception of the last one, and we'll get your thoughts on their performances.
Yeah. Well, I thought that a lot of really good talent, and it was a pleasure to be able to hear them. Certainly, there were some nerves here and there, but that's to be expected when you've got individuals coming in, they're singing to a group they don't know, and they're really wanting to win. So, but again, they had some good talent that came through the door, and had a lot of good stage presence. So, it was enjoyable.
Most of the singers tonight are first-time people too. I mean, there's very few that have come back from 2 or 3 years. So that's been an interesting thing to see as well. So, Monica, what'd you think?
I thought it was great. I really enjoyed myself. I love hearing the people sing, and
I come back next week and do it again.
Yeah, I'd love to.
There you
but
go.
I'm very impressed with all of the singers that came out and entertained us tonight, and I like the variety of music that they sang. I've had a really great time.
Well,
I really
good.
enjoyed it.
Good. And
Pee-wee?
Pee-wee, thanks. I had a great time. I think everybody overall was really good. You could tell there was some nerves and everything, and I wish people would have dressed up a little more. I mean, it's
exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was the biggest. If there was a disappointment, that was it, because I dressed up.
Well, I see that. I was standing back there listening, and you told someone that they were nasally, and
I know. Rocks, glass house.
I know. I just thought that might,
I wasn't singing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So I was waiting for Ken to start singing "Pants on the Ground," but he never did.
Or Rodney Carrington song. Maybe
never mind.
Maybe we'll suggest that to him for next week.
Maybe.
There you go.
But yeah, we'll be back.
Rodney Carrington in Italian. Yeah, that.
Rodney Carrington in Italian.
Scary.
There you go. Well, I thought it was all good. I thought everybody did very well. I thought we had a lot of younger singers, I think, this year than we did last year. I'm not saying that people were old last year, but I'm just saying that there was a lot of age difference there from this year to last year. So.
And hopefully we'll get a lot more young ones next week when the 15 and under starts up, and it ought to be a lot of fun. That's the first time. And we want to tell the folks, be sure and tune in next Friday night, because this is going to be the first time we've done that, where it's going to be 15 and under, a lot of great young talent out there in the county and surrounding the county, on the outer edges.
And they get prize money as well. That's $500, and I think there's still time to sign up for that if they want to sign up for next Friday. So if you're out there and you're 15 and under and you haven't 14 and under, I think possibly, and you haven't signed up and you want to, you still have the opportunity.
Okay, very good. I know, Ken's performance, without a doubt, will always be the standard bearer for these idols after tonight. But I remember the first one we ever did, and a buddy of mine, him, Bobby Webb, I actually struggled with the decision, and he was on duty that night. He didn't feel right coming on here in uniform, but he was caught between I Fought the Law and Law One and El Paso. And when the judges said, look, it's just 1 minute, you can't sing the entire El Paso, Bobby ended up backing away, but he still swears he would have won if he'd been loud. But I'd rather heard I Fought the Law and Law One.
There you go. Well, anything from Bobby Webb would be good, I feel most certain. Of course, that's considering if you can get him out of his Waffle House chair. So, if you can get him down here out of the Waffle House, you're in good shape. So, I think Bobby would have fared well tonight, especially against Ken. I think if you'd have got both of them in the same room, you'd have, maybe had a good duo possibly. So,
Either that or a lot of suicides.
so Pee-wee was not impressed with Ken at all. I've just gathered that. And I was in the back room, and he's
No, he
just not
sucked.
impressed.
He sucked.
He's, there's that word again.
I'll be honest, I heard something falling there. I thought you dropped something. I took a peek and it was paint that was peeling. So we got some janitor work coming up Monday. But judges, we thank you all very much.
Thank you.
For showing us tonight. We'll see you back here next week. You got a tough chore ahead up here tonight. A lot of talent stepped before you and sang. Thank all of you. Christy, I'd like to thank you for showing up. Your second one of these gets easier.
It's a little easier. It flowed real well tonight. It did well last year as well, but it seemed like it went really good this year. And everything was nice.
And all the comments, I know you couldn't hear them, but all the comments about you tonight doing a great job. They've loved it too. And we'd like to thank all our camera crew, Jim Cheeseman, Bernard Martis, Shane Tucker, and we'd like to thank the folks on Channel 16 Williamstown Cable who tuned in tonight, and all the folks on Channel 21 Insight Cable. We hope to see them all back here at 6:30 next Friday night. Tune in live again, and hopefully you're going to see a lot of people perform tonight, a lot of young people perform next week on Derby Day coming up. We want to promo that May the 1st up here in downtown Williamstown. So hope to see all you good folks up there for Derby Day. You see, you're going to hear a lot of good singing.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay.
They paid me to say that, so yeah, and I got to work that day, so they might as well show up.
Well, there you go. I'm glad you're done. So,
Yes.
for Tony and myself, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and I guess we'll see you next Friday. Actually, we'll see you Wednesday on Raising Grant County.
They were not allowed in here to watch it. They'll see us live next Friday.
Very good. Okay.
And if you would, Jim, send us home and see everyone next week. Good night, everyone.